Hello, it's Jessica, and today's video is my life update. Currently, there's a virus going around. Everyone knows what that virus is. And yeah, today's video will be talking about how that virus is being dealt with here in Korea and how it's affecting my job here so far. Okay, so so I heard that this specific virus, we're not supposed to, some videos are being taken down possibly if you say what virus it is here on YouTube, so I'm just gonna play it safe and just call it that virus. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with a little bit of facts about the virus here in Korea. I believe the first case of the virus was January 20th. And now as of Thursday, March 5th, there have been over 6,000 cases, but only 37 deaths. Sorry if I keep looking down. I just have some facts here to talk about. So yeah, there's been a huge increase in cases, especially in like the center of the epidemic here in Korea, which would be Daegu, the city of Daegu, and that's specifically because of this kind of religious cult group called Shincheonji Church of Jesus. So these people, from what I've heard from other foreigners and from my co-workers, these people, as I said, they have a specific religion, and recently members of this church have been spreading this virus on purpose to other people. For example, I've heard cases of people from this church going to crowded bus terminals, where there's a lot of people, and they know they have the virus and they go there, and that's kind of what's been happening in Daegu, is how it's been like exploding. The virus has been exploding over there. Even like a story from one of my coworkers who's here in Mokpo, she goes to one of the churches here, and their church even decided to close all of their doors, all of the entrances into their church, except for one door. And they had like 5 or 6 of the church members of her church standing at the door and watching the people coming in case there's any new faces because of this religious group. They were worried that people from this group would come to her church and just spread the virus there. I'm not entirely sure why, what that religious group is getting out of this, but that's one of the main factors of why this virus is kind of being this past 2 weeks or week and a half or so, it's exploded in cases here in Korea. But let's see. For me, also I have had, my mom has been very worried about me being here in Korea during this time, as well as other foreigners teaching here. Their family members have been really worried and scared, and even some foreigners here have ended their contract early and have decided to go back to their home country because of the virus. But I mean, everyone has different reactions, but for me personally, I think it's kind of a bit much to do that, especially since here in Korea, the testing for the virus is free. It's covered by the government. And they even have this thing called drive-through testing, where you literally just drive through. There's people from the hospital in suits and masks and everything, and they just do the swabs in your throat and your nose and check your temperature, and then you just drive through and you get the results quickly. So like I said, it's free here in Korea. It's covered by the government, but I've heard back in the States, the US, I think I saw an article about someone paying like $1,600 just to do the testing for the virus. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about the virus myself. My health is not bad. I'm not like, my autoimmune system or whatever is not weak. So I'm not, if I do catch it, I'm not worried in the sense of I might be one of the patients who pass, unfortunately for those who have. In my thinking, it's better to be here in Korea at this time, where the testing is easy to get, like it's everywhere, and fast and free, than in the States, where it's, like I said, there's that article that said something about $1,600 for just the testing of it, as the medical bill. So yeah, in my mind, I think it's better to be here in Korea during this time. But yeah, some other foreigners have decided to go back to their countries, their home countries, and ended their contracts here. But on another note, us foreigners who are staying here, as well as just the Koreans here, we have been told by the government and to obviously, if you have a fever or cough or any symptoms of the virus, to go get checked, as well as if you do cough or sneeze, make sure to do it in your arm, and to wear a mask at all times when you're out in public, as well as washing your hands, like a deep wash anytime you are able to wash your hands, and to carry hand sanitizer. So the main things would be hand sanitizer and masks here. In Korea, both of those have really been getting sold out. So it's really hard to find masks. Like I said, I have this mask I got, if you saw my last video, I went hiking in a city nearby in Gwangju before it got so crazy. And at the bus terminal there, I was able to buy some masks, thankfully. Everywhere here in Mokpo that I've went to and seen, pharmacies and convenience stores, all of the masks are sold out. I've even heard that online, when there's a new shipment, it's really sold out really quickly. So my coworkers are also struggling to find masks right now. So that's a big deal, which joke, like I've heard, like in the States, not in the States, maybe Canada it was, instead of like selling out on masks and hand sanitizer, it's more toilet paper and water, which I think is very interesting. I don't know, I think I would prefer to be buying masks and hand sanitizer instead of toilet paper and water. Anyways, get over that. But how that's affecting me as a teacher and other foreigners here. So the original date that this school semester was supposed to start was March 2nd. But then a couple days before that, we found out that it would be delayed 1 week. So it was supposed to start March 9th. And so that was just 1 week delay. not that big of a deal, but we weren't sure if it would be delayed again. And we found out on March 9th, I believe, that actually it would be delayed 2 more weeks. So instead of starting March 2nd originally, it's now scheduled to start March 23rd, and we still don't know if there'll be more delays or not. But even though school, like classes, have been delayed, all the teachers are still like told to go to school. And for this past week, me as well as all of my co-teachers, co-workers have been at school all day, normal school hours, even though it's not really necessarily a good idea for us to all meet up every day in one building when it's not necessary, in my thinking. But yeah, so far that's how it's been school-wise delayed. Luckily for the next 2 weeks, us teachers were able to use a thing called gita, or general leave, whereas it means like we do our work at home. So during the normal work hours, 9 to 5, and we would be having to stay home and do work if you have any paperwork, or do lesson planning instead of going to the school and doing that work. So luckily, yeah, it will be helpful, because I mean, I don't have much work to do at the moment, but it's nice to be able to sleep in a little bit instead of waking up at 7:30 in the morning every day and going to work all day. But yeah, so sorry this video is a little a little rambly, but I just thought it would be interesting to talk about how this virus is affecting Korea as a whole, I guess, and teachers here in Korea. But yeah, so far there's no cases in my city, which is Mokpo, and I heard that in Jeollanam-do, which is my province, or my state, that there's 5 actual cities in this province, and of those 5, only Mokpo, I heard only Mokpo doesn't have any virus cases yet. Hopefully that continues, but we don't know how it's gonna all go down over here. But so far, yeah, healthy, happy, well, happy with the general leave school aspect of it. But yeah, so I've just been going to work and going after work. We've been advised to just stay home and try not to go out if it's not necessary, practicing social distancing, just in case someone that we know does have the virus or is in contact with someone who does, just to, you know, keep that from spreading as much. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to update on right now. I might just put a little video clips of my cats in here. It's been a while since I've shown them. But yeah. Oh, and they're super happy that I'm staying home more after work, so that's a bonus for them, I guess. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. Hopefully my next video I can do another I guess episode for my series What's Fun in Korea, but since I'm mostly told to stay home or go to work, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that yet. It all depends on the virus. But yeah, thank you for watching this, and please He's Gertie. Oh, I got this, one of my friends who's teaching in Seoul, she decided to leave back to America, not like, it's not connected to the virus. She already made this decision before the virus even had to break out in China. But yeah, she gave me this. She had a cat. She took her cat with her to the States. And so far, Gertrude here has loved this little place. This is her favorite little spot now. Yeah, you're so happy. Aww. And there's Kimchi over there just watching everything. Yeah. This is the kitty cats. Let's see if I can get some scenes of them playing, huh? Playing. Playing. Look. Oh, this is so scary. So scary! Oh no! Kimchi! Kimchi! Gertie! Gertie! Doodle! Goodbye. Yeah. Okay.